Yo, what up, y'all? See if anybody shows up tonight. Let me know what y'all think of the audio video quality. Try and get you in there. Oh my god, what the I am not cussing. I'm officially not a cusser. We are gonna try and keep it clean tonight. What's up, Leon? How are you, man? How was Chuckins live? I missed it. Sorry. Chad, how you doing, man? I'm sitting outside here because it's hot for sure. So I don't want to sit inside my house. What's up, Red Leg? Kevin, how you be? Y'all clue me in on the audio video. If it looks crappy, I'll switch over to something else. And my air conditioner is most likely going to turn on. So if it does get too loud, then I guess I will move on to the garage. Jose, what's up, dude? Lunchtime. Woohoo! Audio, video, good. Thanks for checking in, guys. I appreciate you giving me the feedback. I need it because I don't know what the heck's going on half the time. So I'm trying a new thing. I'm going to not cuss. And I'm going to talk strictly about Slingshot related stuff. Peace and Slingshot 1. What's up, Robert? What the heck, man? What'd you win, Michael? Is he in there? He's not in here, is he? What did he win? Good way to start, Leon. I like the way you think. 3 minutes. I know. Yeah, I know. Bama, what's up? Have some good dinner, dude. Hopefully you're getting something good. Through the Fork Robin. Wow. Wait a minute. Michael's not a Through the Fork guy. He is more of a... Yeah, dude. I know. I was joking with him earlier today. I sent him a picture of a 4-leaf clover. I just couldn't get into it, man. It was the end of the day problems at work, typical stuff. So I saw the notification come through, but I just couldn't get on. Rex, what's going on, brother? Good crowd already, man. I'm glad to see y'all guys here. I love this midweek stuff, man. This makes the rest of my week kind of a little bit better. But yeah, I'm trying a theory. I want to see. I feel like they meaning YouTube. I feel like they. What the hell is on my hand? I feel like they shadow ban you to a certain degree if they don't like what you're talking about. So my channel is not dedicated to much other than Slingshot. So I'm gonna try and keep it back in the Slingshot groove, and I'm gonna try and not cuss and see how that goes. I know. Thanks, Leon. HE double hockey sticks shouldn't qualify. Well, the reason I say that I feel like they shadow ban people is because there is stuff that I knew Jose was doing something. Yeah, anyway. All right. So yeah, you are correct, Mr. Chad. You also see giant long nails. I need to cut them. Anyway, what I'm gonna do here is, for one, I just need to cut a couple of bands because I'm down to like my last one, and so it's about time to do that anyway. So we are going to do a little bit of the cutting of the bands, latex. You guys have all seen my rig here as far as how I cut bands. I've had it on a few different videos, and I have a little Harbor Freight box that I use, which works great. But it fits everything except it won't fit the template. I'm wondering if I think I could trim it down though, man. I think think I could trim it down and I could get this template to fit in there. If I could, then that would be fabulous, because I could have everything in one box and take it everywhere I want. Sentence enhancement. You know, Mr. Bennett, I'm not sure. If you look at the last video I did, which if you haven't, I highly suggest, because it is top quality, high-end work. But the company that I used was this Green Mountain Black Water or something, Blue Water. And you just have to go to Amazon and type in some measurements, and they'll tell you if they can make it or not or whatever. Look, I still got a piece of this stuff on there. How'd that sneak on there? So anyway, I'm going to cut a couple of bands. But, so my normal setup, which I've used since like right after winter. So we're going to say probably like, see, like March. So since March, I guess, rough guess. What's up, Web Shooter? How are you, man? I've been using 25 to 12, and I really like it. And I talk about it on a lot of my videos, so you probably already know. But 25 to 12 is a taper that is working great for me. And Web Shooter is, I don't recognize your name, man. Are you, did you change your name? Are you somebody else that I should know? Or are you new to commenting on my channel here? Because I don't recognize you, which is cool, but whatever. If you change your name, that screws with me, so stop doing that. What's up, Zach? Mr. Evasive Can Shooter. Oh, there you go. All right, Jeff. So I do know who you are, punk. Good. Well, I like the name. That's cool. Well, now that I know who you are, awesome. Go check out Zach's video, guys, if you haven't yet. He put out a couple of full-length videos about his catchbox locker, which is a great idea. I mean, I think that's really smart. He repurposed some old stuff into something that actually works good for him. And he had like a full-length video, 2 of them, I think. Go check him out. He's getting some good views on there, good material. It's worth stopping by and giving a look. And he also posted some shorts. I finally had one take off a little bit. Listen here, Sling Burger with cheese. Delicious. So this time around, I do have my chronograph out here. And I haven't measured my speed of my normal setup for a long time, because I really haven't had any issues with it. So I like the 25 to 12. And I run about 150, give or take, cut length, not active length, but cut length. By the time you get done tying the pouch and attaching it to your slingshot, it's probably coming in at about 135. Let me go ahead and check this out one more time. Close. This one's a little tiny bit stretched. They don't move much, but we're going to say about 140 active band length for my normal setup. So I did retest it the other day as far as the Chrony, because I wanted to kind of remember what the speeds were. And my feeble brain already forgot, but I want to say like 225, 228 feet per second, which is slow, but that's fine. And I've always said that I don't chase speed because I don't need it. If I was a hunter, I would probably do stuff completely different, but I'm not. I'm just a target plinker. So 230 feet per second will do what I need to do in my backyard. But I would like to turn up the heat slightly, maybe, just to I don't know, just to mess around. But I don't want to change too much because I like the way my setup is. But I'm thinking about just cutting a little bit smaller, not much, and then we're going to test. So the medium that I'm going to use today is going to be 0.5, and it's going to be Omega electric white. This cutter it's a Fiskars. This is the one I bought. I just happened to end up with it. I didn't pick it for any particular reason. If you're looking for a cutter, I think pretty much most of them are going to do the same thing. I think the main things you're going to see different is probably the diameter of the blade here. I want to say this is like a 40, If I could hold it up to a 40, right? You see how that goes. But I know you can get bigger and smaller. And then also, I think there's ones that the blade actually comes out this way a little more. So maybe you do like a top thing or something. I don't know. But this works well for what I have. I got it a while ago, and I haven't had any issues. The brand name just happens to be Fiskars, and it was at the time it was pretty cheap, and it works. So the medium we're going to use here is going to be electric white, and the thickness is going to be 0.5, the one that's blacked out. What's up, Bootleg? How are you, man? I see some comments scrolling through here. Give me that. Just getting burned out unplugging. Uh-oh. What are you done with? What is this? Done with your channel. Ah, the old YouTube burnout, eh? That is a real thing, guys. And, you know, I go through that quite often. And thank the good Lord, I have a good group of friends that, you know, talk me back into doing stuff. Because there's many a times I'd like to quit. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. She's a smooth one today, man. She's almost glistening. It's freaking hot. I love the heat, but it's hot, definitely. So, yeah, Leon, I get it. I still posted 2 shorts on Sunday, but I haven't posted as much, I guess, as I normally do, because I was fighting a crazy, weird summer cold for a couple of days. I usually get through them pretty quick, and it's almost over with. I just got this cough that won't go away. But I haven't shot since Sunday, so whatever. So anyway, yeah, 25 to 12 is what I've been shooting. You know, I actually have the Chrony out here. Let's just run. I'm not going to point the camera on it. I don't feel like changing it. But let's just see where we're sitting at. I'm going to guess in the 220s. Somebody said something about speed up there. That's what I was originally looking at. I think it was Jose. I want to see. Where are we? 130 to 140 active at 22 to 12 gets me 260 range. How are you getting 230 with 25 to 12? Well, I'm a little higher than you as far as active band length. I'm 140, maybe even a little higher. I don't know, right around. I'll measure it again. Let me just double check this. All right, so 145. Sorry, Jose, 145. And I want to say, it's been a long time, dude, but I want to say my draw, you know, length is like 29 to 30 inches ish. So 145 is about what, 5.5 inches according to this thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5.5 inches. So 5 times 6 would be 30. So that's what, almost 600% elongation. Am I doing that right? I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to turn it on, and we're going to just take 2 shots and see what they are going to tell me here. No, don't do that to me, you son of a... Listen here, you little... All right. So let's see where we're getting out of this thing. Okay. That was an error. Bear with me here, folks. Hold on. I'm on meters per second, and I don't know how to switch it, so hold on. There we go. Feet per second. Let's try that again. Yeah, 232 is what I'm getting. Let's try one more. 233.4. So to answer your question, Jose, that's where I'm getting at with my setup. And that's fine. Like I said, when I'm shooting at the 20 to 30 meter range, I don't have to... That was a bell. Well, the first one was the fence, the loud one. I wasn't aiming, I just pulled and shot. But the second one, I actually accidentally hit a bell. I have this little like carousel sitting out there that I bought at a garage sale. And it's got, I think, 8 bells on there, and I hit one of them. You can still see it spinning a little bit. But anyway, I kind of want to get it up a little higher. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna try and shorten it a wee, just a little bit, not like crazy short, and then we're just gonna see how it goes. Yeah, I'm sure I could pull them back a little farther. I don't usually try, but I'm sure I could go farther. Yeah, I could definitely go back farther. Yeah, you're the master of the speed there, Kevin. Like I said, I ain't trying to break world records. I really don't even need to change anything. Like, I'm fine with what I'm shooting. But you know how we all are, right? Every one of us in the damn... Every one of us in the slingshot world cannot leave things alone. We have a tendency to change things that don't need to be changed. If it works, it works. So why change? So if I normally do like a cross cut, right? Let me get this item, which I've also explained in my other videos. What's up, Mark? How are you, man? So I normally do a cross cut, which is 150-ish, which we've gone over before, give or take. Like I said, I am not Mr. Precision, all right? I do... see, I understand. I just thought you would get a tad more out of even if they were not maxed out. Yeah, I don't know. It's just the way... I think I do have a pretty short draw length, I guess. 29, 30-ish, something like that. So I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. I'm going to go to, instead of 150, I'm going to go down a lot, probably, actually, just for poops and giggles. So we're gonna hit up the one. We'll do it at the 140. Let's see what happens there. So we'll line up some 140-ish kind of stuff here. There we go. I don't know how this blade last time was kind of giving me a little bit of problems, so I think I need to change it, but we'll see how that goes. Try 22 to 12. It's peak taper. I got your peak taper right here. I don't like it. I have tried that. I've tried quite a few different tapers, and I haven't tried them all. I ain't no pro, man. I'm not trying to say that you're wrong and I'm right, sort of thing. It's just the 22 to whatever it is, 12. It's just fine. Whatever. A lot of it is just, I guess, personal preference. No, David, I am not shooting 3/8. I'm shooting 8mm. So what is that, 5/16? My math is garbage. So now the next thing is, if I'm at the 140 mark, how much, is it still going to measure out to the same exact taper? How do these things work? We're going to learn together tonight, guys. So, I mean, it's still, whatever. You guys, I think, know me by now that I am pretty not precision based, and that's fine. So I guess this may be more like a 24.5 to like 11. Ooh, that breeze feels great. Oh my gosh. All right, let's cut a couple of these dudes and see how this goes. Actually, I'm gonna move this long ways. I got one of these little mats here. I'm gonna set it up long ways. We're gonna set it on the 140 mark. All right. And I get all blind when I look at all these lines, dude. All right, yeah. What the heck? I got this thing the right way. No. There we go. That's looking better. All right. We are back on track. Yep. All right. I had it the wrong way, but we're on the right way now. All right. So let's go ahead and see what happens here. Let's get some of these guys cut. And hopefully my cutter works properly and doesn't cut my fingers. I did glue my finger pretty good the other day, so that was fun. It's actually... Oh, Jesus. Note to self, don't hit the button. You have to bear with me a little bit, guys. I'm a little bit screwed up this week. The cold has kind of got me messed up still. Taking a little bit of medicine. Yeah, I screwed the pooch on that one. All right, there we go. We got a couple of usable bands here, guys. Yeah, there we go. All right. It is ATO. It's on the 140 on both sides. You know, I do the same thing. I say taper when I mean to say template. If any of you guys are new in here, please subscribe to my channel. Hey, one little commercial I have here for you. I did, thanks to Mr. Z. He is one of my long-time commenters and contributors to the channel, like a lot of you. And he bought a couple of memberships for a few people. Dude, I think this is where I hit the button, and it kind of retracted the blade, so I was like in mid-cut and whatever. So he bought some memberships for some people, which is pretty stinking cool, man. And so now I'm up to, I want to say 12 members or something, which is way more than I ever thought I would get. But now I have to kind of start thinking of different things that I can do to give you your dollar a month worth, 99 cents. So if well, I did post one members only video, and I do make a couple of members only posts, so that's my commercial. If you're ever interested in more things, please feel free. I think it's, what, about 3 cents a day? I could find that in the parking lot. Actually, I do, pretty much. Alright, Jesus. Hey, Squatch Shot became a member. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, hit the like button. Thanks, Robert, for saying that. Yeah, Zach, the template is a straight up godsend if you have a taper that you like, and if you do not care to make bands that much, because you can whip up a bunch really fast. Or you can use this, which I'm never going to get rid of. Alright, now I gotta get some pouches here, and then this I learned from Can Vandal. I don't know. Whoa. Jesus. I don't know who thought of this idea originally, but I really like this idea. So what you basically do, I'm going to take the, you guys all know this. This is, like, I'm not talking to newbies here, but if you are new, that's excellent, and I welcome you to this community. It's very good. A lot of positive people on here that will do anything to help you learn, including myself. So if you have any questions, just reach out or whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and push this latex through the skinny side, not the thick side, or not the wider side, but the narrower side. Oh, baby. Man, you guys are feeling generous tonight. Hey, LZ, Mr. Lee. Action channel. I like that. You changed it again. At the beginning, you were kind of noodling around with names, if I remember correct. And you, I think you were Big Z for a little bit. I can't remember all of them. I think you messed around a little bit, but I like the action channel because you kind of leave it somewhat open-ended, right? So it's not, you're not just completely pigeonholed into slingshots. It's in the title still, so people got an idea what you're talking about, but or what your channel is going to be about, but you also leave it open with that whole action channel thing. I like that. All right, so what I do is I just go by feel. You can measure this, but I just put a little bit through on the tag, leave a little bit out, I guess. I don't know what the tag means, but I'm going to go ahead and push it through there. And then I just kind of crimp this, right, with my fingers. So I put a one fold in it because I shoot over the top, so these are going to be over the top band sets. and then I just fold it over like that, and then kind of pinch it, and then I just pull it a little bit just to kind of get everything to sit in there. Now all I do is take this alligator clip, pinch it just in front of the pouch here like this, and then I run the other end underneath my leg, underneath the other leg, and then I attach the other side, and then now you can pull apart a little bit. I'm not going to show you this part because I don't feel like moving my camera, but I think you've all, if you haven't done it, Can Vandal does show a video with this on there. But it's a quick and easy way to do it without having to have a band jig. You can just have a couple alligator clips, a piece of paracord, and you can go to town making bands. So we got one side about tied up here. I wish I could move the camera, but I don't really feel like it. So y'all get the idea. I trim off the excess, and I just leave the clamps on my lap, and we have one side tied up over the top style. Sometimes I give it a little minor tug, nothing crazy, and then I just trim off the end here. All right, so now we have one side of this here done. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the other side on. I guess I should measure these, make sure they're still good, right? I would assume the template was marked correctly. Yeah, right on the money. So we cut them at 140 this time. Yeah, I've made a couple, Leon. I've made a couple of jigs also, and some work good. I also bought one. I think I bought one from Slingshot a long time ago, and that works great too. There's tons of different ones that you can make. You can use the with like the forceps style, where you have like just a couple of pegs sticking up, and then you put your forceps and kind of pinch and hold the, I don't know. There's many ways to get this accomplished, but if I don't have a jig, which I left it in the garage, then I just use the alligator clamps, because I always have those in my little box of goodies. I'm trying to get it down to the fact, or to the function, that I can just have everything in here. And the only thing I don't have in there right now is going to be the band cutting template. But I'm really thinking that I may trim it down with a Dremel, because I can get it to fit in there. And if I can, then I can have my whole band cutting set up in one box. And what the good thing about that is I can be mobile, so I can take it anywhere I want. If I am not feeling like making them in my garage or whatever, I can just grab that whole box and go wherever I want, and just make bands wherever I need. So you're not stuck to having to be right at your workbench or whatnot. All right. I do have a couple of shorts, I think, where I showed how I tie my pouches, but it's really basic here, guys. I use crystal string to attach them, and knock on wood, which I don't have any out here, but knock on wood, I have not had one come unraveled yet, like from the tie part, you know what I mean, like where I actually have it tied here. I really need to knock on some wood, because I've tied tons of bands now, and the way I do it, I have had zero issues with anything coming unraveled. You know, it's hey Leon, now that you're a member, you have to go watch that members only video that I just put out after this live here, if you get a moment. It was the making of the bird feeder short. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears put into that one there. Slingy nerd Paul bird feeder, bird bath, for poop's sake. You're gonna get me cussing. I ain't cussing no more. Bird bath. Dude, that shot took a million shots. All right, you guys don't even know. And I know some of you could probably do it within one, but for me, for one, like I said, that was like probably day one of my cold, right? So I'm like in a daze. It's hot as hell, hot as heck. Got a bunch of medicine in me, trying to figure this stuff out. Can't really see the best, so I didn't know where the thing was going, right? Oh, I gave him something, that's for sure. Slinging nerd, Paul. Zach. Yeah, I know. Maybe I should have made this a members only live, so only my secret club could know that I didn't do it on the first shot. But I know. See, the thing is, I had to figure out, like, the centering part was not that big of a deal because I was shooting at a pretty big target, right? So it was can, and like the left or right was kind of not as bad as you may think. But the up and down, right? Whoa, holy hell! Sorry, the up and down. Like I said, I was using the clay ammo, the white stuff, and still, I was just every time I would, look at the bird bath, and I'd hit it, but by the time you look through the splash and up, you would lose focus of where the ammo was going. So I finally was seeing where the ammo was going, and then I could get a better idea of what to do. Dude. It was a whole lot of something. That's right, Robert. Alright, so check out this awesome handmade, one-of-a-kind tool here from the Ropa himself. We're going to go ahead and take these bands off. Thanks, Lone Slinger. It was a good shot. That was my second attempt ever at trying that. And the first time was not in the bird bath. It was in a bucket. And not even a bucket. It was like this weird shaped, it's like a oval shaped basin, like this big. And oh geez, that didn't work. I tell you that did not work. So the bird bath thing was my second try at ricochets. I don't have any ponds in my yard like some of you guys. All right, let's see where this ended up now that we have the bands tied. All right, so before attaching it to the sling, I am sitting at 130. Yeah, we are at 100. Okay, so we're good. We're even both sides. The bird bath thing, you got more leeway. All right, so you have probably, what is that thing? Probably 2 feet circle, we'll say, and you can shoot it to where, right when you hit the bird bath. Let's say like this is the bird bath. So you can, if you're shooting from over here, you can shoot it and bounce it right here, or you can shoot it and bounce it right here or in the center, and you can get different altitudes, we'll say, different heights. The best luck that I had was shooting it on almost the far edge, so like right around this part. So it would come in, hit there, and then shoot up, and that was I could get pretty close. Like there was, after I got it dialed in, there was a lot that were just so damn close. It was getting frustrating at the end. But I also did cut quite a bit of branches around there. So I guess I helped stuff. All right, so we're sitting at, what did I say, 130? Double check one more time, 130. So after I attach this, they may be too short. I don't know. We're going to have to see how this works. If they're too short, then I'm going to cut them at 145. We'll have to see how that goes. So hopefully these don't bottom out before my anchor. If they do, then that was a complete fail. And, well, that's part of slingshotting, right? You got to try stuff in order to learn stuff. And we are in the trial stuff right now. Pretty soon we're going to be in the learning stuff. Put this piece of paracord on there, and I don't know if that was a good or bad thing, because it's kind of bothering me a little bit, because when you twist, the tool is badass, for one. And I'll tell you why. Man, is ASS, is that considered a bad word? Sheesh. So this tool is wicked cool, man. So it needs nothing. The reason I put this cord on here is because I have a tendency to lose things. With this big bright cord here, I have not lost it yet, but it kind of just winds up and twists and stuff. So I don't know, I may change that. Well, the tool itself needs nothing. It is so cool, man. It's like perfect. All right, let's see. We've managed to talk about Slingshot stuff the whole time, guys, and I've only cussed a few times. I think we're on the road to recovery here. I really wish I could have seen the 4,000 sub giveaway. There we go. Oh, the AC just turned off. Man, that breeze feels amazing. All right. I think we got her tight enough. Let's see where we landed. All right, so I'm gonna guess probably 125 of active band length. Let's see. Yeah. So now that it's attached to the sling, I mean, if you want to get like super precise, I guess, which I'm not, but it's like probably 127, 127-ish. Make sure I'm measuring this right. I always got to do it a couple of times, dudes, because I am definitely a little bit crooked. Yeah, 127, we'll see. All right, yeah, we're going to say 127. Zwillen Bendiga. Hi, everyone. Hello. Hey there, Mr. Steele. I always say that. I know what I was supposed to talk about, just slings, but I can't help it. But the band Typo Negative, that big dude, the lead singer, he's dead now, and his name, I believe, was Peter Steele, and he was like 7 feet tall, and I'm Peter Steele. Anyway, I don't know. That's what always makes me think about it. We'll have plenty of stretch. You know, we're about to find out here. So, let's see. Thank you, Mr. ATO. And, oh yeah, we'll be fine. I'm probably still not quite maxed out. Yeah, it feels good. It's got a super light draw weight, which I expected, which is what I love about the electric white, to be honest. I'm not the... I went through quite a few different things, so... Beginning of the journey was super thick stuff. 1 mil thick before I knew what that was. Yeah, Leon, I would definitely take one. See what you can get it to kind of match up to the green. That would be super cool, man. I gotta get that pickle fork out to you there too, Leon. Can't wait to make a couple more of those. I still got a pretty big hunk of whatever that redwood is. I think it's cedar. But that stuff is beautiful, man. I don't know. I got a lot of positive comments on that one. So I think I'm gonna... Oh, hell yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, Rex. So Rex is like Mr. Tell everybody to sling and hook them up kind of guy. That's super cool. Hey, Manny. How are you, bud? Glad you could join us. All right, well... let's turn this thing back on and see what kind of stuff we got. Let me See, you used to just press the button. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, a little slow. There it goes, feet per second. All right. So you're thinking, me personally, I've cracked 300, but it's way doable. I mean, watch ATO's video, his recent one. He was hitting 305, 306 or whatever. And I'm sure if you really tried, you could do more. But I've gotten 300, barely. I've cracked over 3. But like I told everybody earlier, I'm not a speed chaser. I have done it with slings. I've fallen down that path. But as you kind of grow, 326 feet per second, 0.5 sniper sling black. Yeah, there you go. I guess as you not really mature, but as you grow as a slinger, you kind of get to the point that what you're doing seems to work, and my accuracy is fair. And to constantly change it wasn't really hindering or slowing down my growth, but it was not really helping it. I mean, I was constantly changing. I think I have 3 different templates because I thought I, found the magical one that worked just fine, and they all do work fine, trust me. But the 25 to 12 is the one I've stuck to the longest, and even shortening these up, I may just go right back to what I've been shooting, because I don't know. But let's see if we can get a good reading here of some sort. Yeah, came up by 10 feet per second. Let's see here. 243 both times, like almost dead nuts, man. 243.3 and 243.2. Let's give it another little bit. I'm not going to try and hold too long, but maybe we will, just to see if the speed drops or not. 243.1. Very consistent. Oh, 245. There we go. Must have pulled back a little harder. I'm not, I don't have a specific, like you'll see. All right, guys, for one, when you watch certain channels, there's going to be some guys that are super, I don't know how to phrase it. Like, if you watch, like ATO, I think correct me if I'm wrong, which, it has happened once, but, oh, Jesus, there goes the battery. But he does the whole thing where, I think he does at least, and I've watched a ton of your videos, man, I really have, but bear with me. But I think he does kind of like the hold and then push and then fire. If you watch, like, taking shots, he does this whole thing, right, which works for him perfectly, and he's a fabulous shot. A lot of these dudes are super, super fabulous shooters. Me, not so much. I don't really have much of a theory. I just willy-nilly and pull and shoot. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So what I'm getting at is I may anchor here, I may anchor here, I may anchor here, I may anchor here, I may anchor here. It's in this general area. So I may have a little bit of variance in speed. And I can still shoot fair enough to keep up with a lot of these guys. But I don't know if I'll ever surpass them. And if it was come down to it, one-on-one matches, I don't know. Everybody's got to get their own thing. Man, I wish these batteries wouldn't have died. That is a poop shoot right there. That's not a cuss word. These are 8mm. Oh, and let's talk about somebody else. 450 feet per second. Who said that? Give me that. I tried a BB for fun on .7 sniper sling black. If I remember right, it was 16.9, 12.5 active length, 450 feet per second. Didn't think such speed was even possible with short draw. Well, that's pretty small projectile, right? Like an airsoft BB. Is that plastic? That's plastic, right? Man, I need some stinking batteries. I don't even know what this thing takes. I think it's double A. Let's take a look. So this is the one I have here. I don't know if you can see. Oh, you can see the reflection. Look at that. Yeah, high precision shooting velocimeter. Ah, damn it. And I need a screwdriver. All right, that ain't happening. All right, well, it was a good attempt, I guess. I don't know. I knew that was going to happen, and I had a gut feeling that that was going to happen. Okay, so I'm going to read this out loud just in case somebody's watching this back and they can't read the comments yet, because sometimes it takes a while for them to kick in. So sorry if this is a redundant question. Well, for one, ask any question you ever want, because if any of us, if anybody doesn't want to answer your questions, then they can just scroll on, because I will always try my best to help anybody. Let's see, Zach and a few others just seem to be able to twist your pouch into position. Seems like the ball ends up behind your finger. Does that not create a bump? Okay. So, when I shoot, I'm on 5G, something happened there. Chime in and I'll go on. Am I back yet? Am I back? Hello? I don't know what happened there. Something fried or something. Am I back now? Somebody, please. All right, sweet. So if the quality looks like crap, I'll switch back over. Sorry. Is crap a bad word? Oh my lord. So, as I was about to say, is I am a pouch pincher. I seal the pouch, guys. I know some people say to hold the ball. Here, I'm gonna move my fingers just to show you. I shoot it thumb on top, short draw, right? But to show an example, some people say to pinch on the ball here. I pinch and seal the pouch. That's just how I have learned to shoot in my own way. What I mean by that is, if you start from the beginning and do something, so-called wrong, you'll form so-called bad habits. But I don't really think they're bad if they work for you. Not everybody shoots the same, and if you learn that way and you shoot that way, okay, then you don't need to change it. If that way is not working for you, then you need to change it. So as far as where I place it right on this crease here, on the first knuckle there, right? So the top ends up, my thumb hits the end of the pouch, all right? Okay, so I'm like almost touching the latex. So the pouch is almost completely covered. And I don't think about this anymore. It just happens. After a while, things just happen. And then the bottom part goes right between the first knuckle there. And I squeeze pretty stinking hard, and I seal the pouch, and then I just pull back and shoot. So yeah, that's how I do it. Free. Yeah, we're not going to go over that. All right, let's see. Leon, he retracted his message. Never had a fork by pinching in front of the ball, but I had a few with only pinching the ball. Yeah, well, I don't know if I necessarily would call it, for me, I know what a speed bump is, right? I've been shooting long enough to know what a speed bump is, but what I pull back, it's been a long time since I've thought about this, guys. I usually just shoot, but let's try and think about this for a second. So I guess I keep my elbow and forearm are kind of pretty straight. Not that was the band hitting the that sounded a little funny. It was the band actually hitting the stuff right off of the camera here, this crony here. The band slapped it. It made a slap sound. But pardon myself. It, gosh, I mean, my brain is toast this week. I apologize. Not just this week, every day. I don't really speed bump because I think I think pinching in front of the pouch for me, like I said, you all got to find your own pineapples. Is that a pineapple? That is a pineapple, right? Sorry. I don't think I really ever tweak this. Like, this hand has learned, I think it's muscle memory, to kind of go where it's supposed to go. So I believe that, I think it just kind of, like, all right. So if I go here, a speed bump, I would have to kind of be tweaking a little bit, right? And that hand kind of just locks into position. I don't mean it like in a mechanical way, but, you know, there's always slight variances, but I believe that it never, well, not never, but it doesn't really do this much. As far as the two different sides here, I don't find, with the pit pouches, I don't find much roll here. Once they get in that hole, for me, when I seal this pouch, everything kind of goes where it's supposed to go. So, yeah, I don't know. Pit pouch works for me. Pinching in front of the ball, in front of the ammo, works for me. Keeping my elbow straight, not up, not down too much, just kind of in that general area, that works. Not changing anything drastic, not coming up here, not going down here, but staying within this area works for me. And, yeah, I don't know. The speeds are about where I want them to be. I don't have my catch box. I got it all. I apologize, guys. I don't know, my phone's getting hot. See, my catch box, I got all the cover down. I could open it up right now, but I don't really feel like it. Yes, so when I shoot a pickle fork lone, I shoot completely different. I flip over the pickle, flip the pickle. Actually, I don't flip the pickle, I flip my hand. So, is it choppy? Hopefully it mellows out. Take it easy, Mark. I appreciate you sticking around for a little while, man. Thank you. Are we smoothing out, guys? I had to bounce back and forth. Hopefully I am smooth. Again, let me know. Alright. Everybody said bye to Mark. Alright, good. So, lone. If you really want to know how I shoot a pickle fork, I will be more than happy to tell you. I switch from my standard. I go over and do thumb down, and then I don't have one out here, but so I'm not going to push this frame all the way out because I want to kind of show this and pull back. I go back to like right around here. I don't go full, and then I gently kind of pitch my wrist a little, and that creates that little tiny bump. I have to think about this. I do twist too. That's another one of those things. I stopped thinking about it, man. So, all right. So normally it'd be like this, with the thumb up. Okay. I confused myself here, guys. All right. So pickle. I take this, go like this. Then I pull back. Then I tweak like this. So I'm actually tweaking now. Let me go grab one. Hold on a second, because I'm confusing the crap out of myself. And probably you too. Give me a second. All right, are we back now again? All right. So this is the only one that I had. nearby. I didn't want to stay in the house for a million years. I don't know what I did with the other ones. This is banded up over the top, pickle style. It doesn't have any doesn't have anything special going on here. They're both the same direction. There's no twist or anything. So these are just regular banded up. There's no offset, no pre twist. All right. Now, what I do, yeah, okay. So I would normally like this and pull back this way. I shoot pickle still sideways, but I go like this, all right? And then I come back past, and then I tweak out. So what that I believe is doing is when I release it, it's correcting itself, which kind of gives it a little bit of a chuck over the top here, and the tweak, I believe, kind of throws it over a little bit more. Now, what I've learned with pickle shooting, and I have not got a whole lot under my belt yet, probably a month on and off, I guess, of actually trying, thanks to Mikey, the guy who's not even here. He's been pickling like crazy, and he started the whole pickle craze as far as I know. Ethan has been doing it for a while, and he's a pro, but he's not as active on the Slingshot stuff as far as YouTubes go, but he is a super good pickle shooter. Same as taking shots. Hunter is super good. There's a lot of guys out there that's, if I don't remember all of them, I apologize, but I think the whole craze kind of started with Mikey, to be honest with you, because once he started forcing himself to do it, it seems like it just caught fire. I don't know why, but it did. So I am not a pro pickler, but what I do, and I've noticed, is when I first started shooting them, I had to aim. Let's say this is let's say this is your target, right? Normally, if I was pulling. This is going to be from if you were shooting this slingshot here, right? Let's get you a good shot here. All right. So let's say you're holding this, right? So you're holding it like this. Pretend with me. I usually put I'm trying to shoot this cough drop. I would usually aim with the tip of this kind of right there to get a shot. With the pickles, when I first started, I was aiming all the way down here sometimes. Because I just could not get it to where I wanted it to be. Then I started realizing that I don't aim that well with pickles, and I just instinctive shoot. So for me, it's really just every time I shoot one, I shoot it differently. Half the time I aim, the other half I don't, and there's a lot of luck involved, and that's why I prefer my regular frame over a pickle fork. Because a regular frame, I know exactly where to aim. Even that is still half-ass and half-way instinctive. So, I don't know. I don't know if any of that will help either. Anybody? Mr. Hillbilly. What's up, y'all? Homemade Slingshot. I didn't see you sneak in here, man. How are you, bud? You're always shooting them long shots, man. You got some nice property, too. A lot of you fools got some nice property. I wish I did. One day I will. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not shooting too much, guys, tonight, just because I'm not really 100%, and that's all right. I will be soon. I did order something in the mail, and I'm going to make a video on that soon. Zwillen, yes, I have to tend to agree to that to a certain degree, man. You know, I've watched some of the competitions, and when I see, okay, let's back this up a little bit. I definitely do not consider myself pro level by any means, but I consider myself better than somebody who just started. So I would say probably average to maybe a slightly above average shooter, I guess, right? I don't know. It's hard to classify yourself. But if I were to go up against the dudes who do this, like, I guess, quote unquote, professionally, like overseas, those guys are pretty intense. And I believe that they don't have much luck involved. I think they have a lot of skill involved. Um, there, for me, there's minimal skill and a heck of a lot of fun. You can say that. Yeah, I think my phone is getting hot, dude. That's probably what it is. I mean, frick. Yes. Booyah. I didn't say the other F word. Take that, YouTube. Dude, that jigsaw can eat a fat one. I don't know, man. I want a bandsaw, dude. It's driving me nuts. You can do whatever you want. It's not the tool, right? It's the maker. It's not the sling. It's the shooter. It's the way it is, right? It's not the tool. It's the man or woman behind the tool. But that thing drives me insane because I just can't quite get what I want out of it. I want to be able to make, and like I said, I can't blame the tool, man. It works fine, and I'm coming out with some decent stuff out of it, but it's more difficult to work with than I feel like a bandsaw would be. See, if you look back in time, you take the that sound, right, where it goes back in time. I grew up. My dad was a carpenter and a damn good one, darn good one. So he had every single tool you could possibly think of, and more. Like if you think of like Norm Abram or whatever, and This Old House, and all those guys. You know, that was my dad. He was definitely very good at all that. So I've used bandsaws, scroll saws, jigsaws, all that stuff. You know. I'm definitely not a carpenter, and I don't claim to be, and I never will be, but I know how to use them, and I know how they perform. And I feel like I could get a lot better cuts with either, I think a bandsaw. I feel like I could get the best out of that with what I'm trying to accomplish here. Because that little saw works, but it's just so, like, violent. Like, everything is just so, I don't know, man. Whoa. So I will be upgrading eventually. Yeah, I know they're not that much. Glenn, they're definitely not that much. You're like the pro, dude, right? And what? Okay, hold on, Glenn. You're the dude, if I remember. I think I just watched like a short or something on Facebook that you made, where you were like carving out that little like trees and all that. Is that the one? It was like a hutch or something, maybe. I didn't watch it all the way. I'll be honest with you, because I was kind of like, you know, doing a few things, pretending to work and all that kind of stuff, and then I kind of actually had to work, and so I never went back. But I think you were the guy, right? If you are, that was amazing. Or maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. I don't know. I get confused. And, you know, Hillbilly, of course, you're a pro. A lot of you dudes are like closet professionals. You just don't really know. You don't talk about it that much, I guess. Your father. Okay. Gotcha. I thought the name kind of sounded familiar. Yeah, my dad, dude, man, I'm telling you, I wish I would have taken some more of his knowledge before he croaked, because that man, he knew his way around the workshop, that's for sure, and he would be knocking out some really cool stuff with me right now. So if you all do still have your mothers and fathers, hang out with them. But anyway, you asked about the scroll saw thingy, the upside down thingy. It was worth it. I mean, I'm glad I bought it. It definitely was a lot better than hand tools, in my opinion. Because that little coping saw or whatever works, but I don't like it. Hey, that'll feed his big old ego nicely. Ogre Billy. I like the name of that. That's nice. Bandsaw, and then went out of town with no time to unbox it. Can't wait to get back and out to. So Robert, you're another one of those, right? Robert, if nobody knows, which I think you all probably do in here, but if there's new people watching this, Robert is really skilled crafter. Um, yeah, that his work is top notch, primo, supremo. So I don't know how you do it, but you do it, man. I don't think you don't really have many like quote unquote build videos, right? You have a very nice display. See, if you go to Robert's channel, right, you'll see his shorts where he's got this cool little spinny thing, but he puts these little like accent pieces around it, right? That really showcases his work pretty darn nice. He puts some thought behind all that. That's cool stuff. The other thing I always think of is, I don't know if I really want to, see, at some point I plan on moving, right? Because I need a little bit more room here. My kids are growing up. We're going to have to eventually get a little bit more room. So I don't know how much I want to invest into stuff that I'm going to have to move again. I don't know. I'm making it. I made a handful of stuff now, and I'm slowly getting better at it with the stuff I have. So I guess it works. It's all about just time and patience, right? Yeah, I like Robert's setup. His display is very good. Well, fellers, it's been about an hour. I appreciate you spending time with me, like I do every week, man. You guys are what make the good stuff. You make my week. You complete me. Thanks, guys. But it's time to pick up and go inside before the mosquitoes carry me away here. Next Wednesday, I will be doing this again as usual. Anybody else got anything you want to talk about before we head out, or what? All right, guys. Well, we will talk to you soon, and I hope to have a video. I bought something really simple, and we're gonna have to do a little video of that. So kind of keep a peek out for that. And if anybody wants to do the membership, I got cool stuff, man. Videos like you've never seen before. All right, y'all. Peace out. Have a good night.